Hello， 我是阿滴，今天我要来讨论我对的想法。好久不见的 English Corner 影片会是全英文的哦，让大家可以训练你的英文听力，我也可以顺便跟大家讨论一些我的想法。记得要开 YouTube 的 CC 字幕来看到英文的字幕。如果你是想要看到中英文双字幕版本，可以点这一边到 VoiceTube 上面看。So as most of you already know, I upload English-related, teaching-related content onto this channel. They're all family-friendly, and that's the way I intended it to be, because, you know, kids might be watching. But recently, I might have let loose some swear words here and there, and I'm getting comments like, "Oh, Ray's swearing," or "Oh, I've never heard him swear," so on and so forth. Owing to that, some people around me would start telling me to watch my language more, that I need to set an example, yeah.
Language.
So today I wanted to talk to you about my thoughts on profanity, which is just a fancy way of saying swear words, curse words, bad words, whatever. First things first, I do not encourage swearing, but I do swear off camera sometimes.
All day, every day.
Now, before you go off at me, I believe the intent of your communication outweighs the specific words you use. Okay, I know that may sound like a lame excuse, but hear me out. For example, the phrase "oh my god" used to be regarded as profanity. Such a common phrase, such a common saying was once frowned upon. Oh my god! This is because saying "oh my god" is seen as using the Lord's name in vain, which is a taboo amongst Christians. But nowadays, it's really just an expression. As language adapts into our culture, our society, our norms, people just use it because people use it. So it really just comes down to what you mean by the words you say. While we're on this subject, I would like to share an interesting story that happened to me back in middle school. So I studied in a Christian school, and obviously any form of cussing is banned. That is especially the case for our grammar classes. Our grammar teacher, Mr. Mills, is a devout Christian, you see, and he only has two rules in the classroom. 1, you do not swear. 2, you do not use the Lord's name in vain. But he is considerate enough to give us some cheats. So instead of shit, you can say shoot. Instead of damn, you can say darn. Instead of Jesus, you can say jeez. And instead of oh my god, you can say oh my gosh. He made this so perfectly clear that every time you break the rules, you have to put in 10 NT dollars into the class piggy bank. And usually by the end of the semester, we will use that money for like a pizza party or something.
Call me on my cell phone.
But I remember one time in class, I was wiping some dust off my glasses, and then somehow I broke it into two. It came as a shock, so as a reflex, I said, "oh my god," and only after I realized I had to add the sh at the end to make it gosh. But it's so depressing that I broke my glasses, right? So I naturally just extended that sh into a shit. So I ended up saying, "oh my god, shit." And I had to put in 20 into the piggy bank. So the moral of the story, I don't know, don't break your glasses in class. Anyways, back to my point. I think that swearing is all about what you mean. If all is just in good fun, then I don't really see the harm in that. There's even a new study published in the journal Social, Psychological, and Personality Science that found people who swear more associating with higher degrees of honesty and integrity. Yeah. Swearing is a form of self-expression. So by doing that, you are actively portraying yourself honestly compared to those who refrain from it. Well, at least that's what the study says. But on the other hand, some people do get offended by swearing, so that's also something you have to bear in mind. If you're with a group of friends and you're used to, throwing around swear words as a joke, I don't see that as too much of a problem. But if you're with someone who would mistake your intent and get all offended, then even if you mean no harm, it would be better if you keep it to yourself. And also, obviously, if you swear too much, people would think that you're vulgar and impolite.
I have had it with these snakes on this plane.
That was just an example. I don't really talk like that. I know some friends who would swear excessively all the time, and it can really get annoying. It's all about the timing and context. There's a time and place for everything, even swearing. So I think it's a mixed bag. There are both sides to the argument and there's no clear verdict. What do you think? Do you think that all swear words are bad no matter what? Or are you okay with people swearing? Let me know in the comments. that rain? Shit. Don't put that in. What do you think of the story though?
The story's very funny.
Oh, the funny story right here. Oh, if I may say so myself. Okay, very funny story. 不要忘记1、4晚上9点回来看影片。Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.